We're live. Hello, everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Nether War. My name is Alex, and as always, I will continue to be your humble game master for this series. Thank you for joining us for your weekly dose of superhero shenanigans.
I'm just going to have to say, if you're going to continually say you're the humble game master, is it really being humble?
No.
I don't know, I've never been humble before. It's a new experience for me.
I don't want to throw shade this like the middle of the stream. I was thinking like towards the end, but now it's not the good time to call it the GM.
It's fine. Keep talking shit. We'll find out who gets hit. We didn't have a fight last week, so you kids are in for some trouble.
Oh boy.
Tonight we will be playing Mutants Masterminds, the world's greatest superhero RPG, which is produced by Green Ronin Publishing. It is a D20 system that focuses on exciting superhero action. The character creation system offers unlimited customization options to create your perfect superhero. One thing I also really enjoy is the use of hero points to encourage players to really push their characters beyond their limits. These points can be used for rerolls, player scene editing, and even modifying or improving a character's powers in a pinch. Hero points are earned by leaning into genre tropes, acting heroically good role-playing, jokes I think are funny, vivid descriptions, and from you, the audience. If you follow or subscribe to our channel, you are able to award a hero point to a character of your choice or to me if you want to watch the heroes squirm and suffer more.
Don't give it to him. Don't give it to him.
We have gathered some amazing heroes tonight. Say, inconceivable heroes!
Inconceivable heroes!
I want to give everyone a chance to tell us a little about themselves, the character they will be playing, where else we can find them, and have them answer my question of the day. Question of the day is, if you could choose to be any mythical creature, which would you choose? Starting with Kevin.
Well, okay. So my name's Kevin. I am the Seth Rogen of Speedsters. That's all I play. No, I'm just kidding. I am here playing Mutants Masterminds, and when I'm not here, I'm out in the real world kicking tires and lighting fires.
What?
That's all right. It's a little veiled reference to shenanigans I got in the works right now. More on that at a later stream, I think. So I think it's kind of a little too on the nose, but my Twitch handle is Griffin. So, you know, I mean, the head and wings of an eagle on the body of a lion. I mean, if you're going to go, you know, go classy. Over to you, Jonesy.
Yeah. Hi, everyone. I am Jonesy. I can be found here Monday nights playing Mutants and Masterminds. I can also be found here on Tuesday nights. Tomorrow night we'll be finishing up our Born of Rage Season 3 game, and shortly we'll be starting our brand new Blue Rose campaign, which I'm super excited about. I will be playing Mortis tonight, our living dead guy. He is
Now Rob Zombie's in my head. Thanks, Jonesy.
You're welcome. He is a local metalhead / supernatural gateway to the underworld / master mage ? And Kevin snagged my mythical creature of choice because I was going to go with Griffin because of Blue Rose, actually. I don't know. I guess I'm going to be lame and go with the dragon.
Why not Tauntauns? Oh, they're not mythical.
They're not mythical, and, you know, you think they smell bad on the outside.
I'm a little lukewarm on Tauntauns.
Hey, it's before Taco Tuesday. You'll be safe. Okay. Lukewarm. Oh, dad jokes from the youngest guy here at Cyril.
Not the youngest guy here. Calvin's younger than me.
Oh, sorry,
Just found out.
Hey.
A whole year. I'm counting centuries over here. You're equivalent of the year.
And Kat's younger than me, too.
I said youngest guy.
I'm a guy. Okay, but hi, I'm Kat. I'm the youngest guy here, and I'm playing Centuria today. Centuria is super strong, super damaged, super traumatized, which is my specialty. So I'm having fun with that. As for where you can find me, you can really only find me here on Mondays right now. Other than that, I'm really just busy with work and school. But as for my favorite or what mythical creature I would be. Not knowing any backstory or anything, just going on appearances, I would go with a Pegasus because I think they're cool.
Winged creatures for the win.
Yeah, being able to fly sounds like super bomb. So
There
that's
you
my
go.
answer. And off to Andy.
Hi, I'm Andy. I am here for Mutants and Masterminds Mondays every week. You can find me here. You can also find me over on our YouTube channel for our Story Forge episodes. We released a new one 2 weeks ago, and there'll be another one going up this week for kind of the beginning of our Blue Rose sessions that start next week. It is going to be the age system versus the 5e conversion, but you'll still get a pretty decent handle on what Blue Rose is if you tune in. So tonight I will be playing Resonant, our resident gem mage. And I am kind of torn. I was thinking Kitsune initially, but then I went looking because I had to, because there was something else I was thinking. And I actually want to go with a Raiju, which is a thunder wolf from Japanese mythology. So I can turn into lightning and fly. So, you know, I don't need my wings. I just turn into lightning. Gives a whole new meaning to ride the lightning. Calvin?
Okay. Well, I'm Calvin, and tonight I will be playing Bowman, the awesome archer with an incredible array of arrows. For where you can find me, I'm here every Monday playing Mutants and Masterminds, as well as on the Win with Dice channel, where I'm there weekly doing a tabletop RPG podcast, as well as occasional Lancer streams. We actually did one just this weekend that I think went very well. We're at a level where we're getting some really cool stuff in our mechs. So a lot of really, really interesting things happened in the period of that combat that I think people might be into. Question of the day. So here's the thing: is I heard mythical creatures, and I was like, okay. Well, there was one single thought that came to my head immediately, but I didn't want to go with it. So I'm trying to figure out, like, I don't know, what else is cool. Unicorns are cool. Minotaurs are cool. But when I kept going back to a creature with supernatural abilities, maybe part human, described in epic myth and folklore that's been traded all over the world, the first person I could think, well, I guess person kind of gives it away, but a creature that could survive driving a car out of a crashing, exploding plane, and then the car crashes and then it rolls over and it explodes, and then just walk out of that fireball completely undamaged and fine in a white wife beater. It's got to be Dominic Toretto. If he counts as a mythical creature, I mean, he stomped on a parking garage in the 7th movie, and then the parking garage fell down, and then he got in a car, and then he drove it out of the parking garage, and it went off a ramp, and it flipped over, and then he put a grenade on a helicopter, and the helicopter exploded, and he was fine. So there's got to be some sort of...
Having seen most of those movies, I will back Calvin on this 100%. They are those characters are absolutely mythical creatures.
So I was actually, as the description was going on, my first gut was, is he talking about Tom Cruise because he's crazy and does all his stone stunts? But like, no, you went way beyond that.
No, because he's real.
He started it, and I was thinking, is he the demon Crowley? Is that who he's going for?
I literally had no idea where he was going. I was just along for the ride.
It's the only person I can think of. That time he got shot in the 4th movie and just looked annoyed. He must have some sort of magical superpowers. So yes, that's who I'm going with. My personal hero.
And the rest of his crew are Muppets.
Yes, that's exactly the myth.
Oh my god, I'm here for it.
And now we're just throwing all of our references from multiple questions of the day Mondays.
I might need to watch the Fast and the Furious movies after hearing that description.
I think it does take until the 4th one before it gets to be over the top.
When do they become superhero movies?
Yeah, the 4th movie is when I think it becomes superhero movies.
Or the 5th.
Or the 5th.
Depends on who you talk to in the fandom. It's a very intense argument.
I would also like to shout out that Win with Dice has a very good video on how to create Mutants and Masterminds characters that I watched this week.
Oh yeah, we did that a while back.
Yeah, it's like 2018, but it was very informative. I would definitely recommend it if you haven't if you haven't built a Mutants Masterminds character before. We also have a Story Forge episode about M&M as well, so we have lots of cool stuff about that. Also, Andy had a birthday last week, so
Yeah.
Resonant gets 1 extra hero point to
Yay.
get us kickstarted this evening. I also subscribed for my 11 months today, so I'm going to go ahead and throw an extra hero point to...
There to give it to yourself.
No, I'm not going to give it to myself. I'm not a monster. I'm going to give it to Mortis.
Alex, what's your answer to the question?
My answer to
Yes.
the question, if I could be any mythical creature, what would I be?
A writer who doesn't miss deadlines.
Oh!
That sounds
I can
fake.
Make that joke. I can make that joke because I'm a writer who misses deadlines.
Ouch. I think that just cut to the quick of it all.
I'm attacked. I was going to say something fun like a leprechaun or a dragon, but yeah, I think if I...
A leprechaun.
Yeah, leprechauns are cool. They grant wishes. They go to the hood. They go to space.
They go to the.
But they're always after your frosted Lucky Charms.
Yes.
Yeah.
There was that one who shoved that flute into LL Cool J.
Oh my god.
It was cool. Those are really good movies. If you haven't seen Leprechaun in the Hood, I would 100% recommend it. It's the best movie in the franchise.
Stop. Just stop. Oh, well, that's not saying much.
It's not, but it is the best movie in the franchise. It has the best human characters, and Warwick Davis is wonderful as the Leprechaun at all times.
Okay, I'll give you that.
So, I guess without further ado,
Do.
we will jump right into this week's shenanigans. Last time on Another War, our heroes found themselves facing down a rampaging Nova, still under the influence of Tarvon the Dying, at least for 2 seconds until Overdrive knocked her unconscious in one massive blow. This left our group ready to reunite with the missing Resident and Mortis. Mortis was on a run to the underworld to pick up a couple of superhero souls that weren't quite ready to pass on, and Resident was in Una's sanctum in Nethermore. Resident had just expended a great deal of magical energy to sever the Terminus's connection from the Netherworld, a feat which he accomplished with the help of Lady Seven, a fused Seven and Una. After this feat of magical greatness, the two of them created a new superhero costume for Resident, so she could finally ditch the Daedalus spacesuit she had been wearing. After this, the gang all reunited in the archive, and Daedalus made everyone official members of the Freedom League. The group then spent some time decompressing about the adventures they had run through in such a flurry since the invasion of the Nerian Nexus and the arrival of Apocalypse Centuria. Everyone took some time to reflect on the 10 years that had passed since Seven's apparent demise, and it was awesome. After this, the group returned to Earth and did some secret identity stuff. Centuria went on a not date with Thunderbolt. Overdrive went home to Tracy to find her kind of cross with him about his absence and his apparent closeness with the new Centuria. Bowman went to the south side and met up with Sophie to discuss portions of Operation Custodian. Mortis had a nice quiet night with Nick, who was very proud of him for joining the Freedom League, and Resonant sorted out her client Karen, who was rude to her assistant while she was gone.
She was more than rude.
She was more than rude. She was horrible.
Violent.
Each also received an invitation from Sala to attend a special gala in honor of Eldritch at the Super Museum in Freedom City. After the break, our heroes all had an individual Reiki session with Team Mom Resonant to discuss some of their ongoing issues. It was one of those great moments as a GM where you get to let the group just talk to each other while you sit back, soak it in, and they have a great time. It was awesome. Finally, the group all arrived at the gala ready to mingle and have a good night. This good night was interrupted, however. Shortly before everybody was able to sort of go and start enjoying the rest of the museum, the music came to an awkward halt and the room's chatter died down as the atrium fountain malfunctioned, spewing water to the ceiling and across a dozen guests before falling silent. A moment later, ominous fog swept across the floor and the waters erupted into a humanoid figure. Several partygoers panicked and rushed for the exits, only to find the way blocked as a massive man-shaped mass of stone burst through one entry and a figure of living flame exploded through another. The watery form loomed over the crowd and sneered, "Well, well, Freedom City's tiny minds once again gathered to exalt their betters. It's really as if you were born to worship." He flowed onto the floor, ripping a pearl necklace from an elderly woman's neck. But what is worship without a proper tithe, I ask you? The stone man boomed over his watery partner's speech. Time to pay up, folks. And I will share an image of what these folks all look at, just as a reminder.
Oh, Lord.
Oh, Lord.
There they are.
So, that is where we are joining everybody who is in their civilian identities in the museum. And I need to deal everybody an extra hero point for having
Stuff.
some complications coming up.
Do I remember that I'm getting an extra one for something that I don't remember?
Yeah, you didn't take my advice.
Yes.
Oh,
Yeah, that's right. That was offered. I get an extra one if I, do the drama thing.
It
Right.
was offered. So, since you did the drama thing, I would like everybody to roll for initiative.
Gotta find my token first in this massive NPC
The
tokens.
Where be the tokens?
They're around.
I found it. Ugh.
My lord, that's a lot of tokens. Oh, there I am. Why am I playing like 18 music in my head right now? Like, this is not really like an 18 situation.
Yeah, you're right there by yourself without Tracy.
Bowman's there. I'm by myself. Send me Bowman. Bro, I got this cool action figure. Where is she? Where's she with my action figure?
Yeah, I got
I
problems
just
of my own.
imagine that every time Overdrive speaks, Bowman is like popping another antacid. Like, what, this guy? Really? Okay, initiative.
Just got away from Johnny, and now
Here.
there's like two of them.
That is two of them.
Getting away.
Now the two of them. Yeah, I like that number.
Somewhere a vigilante was born. Aaron, I'm glad you're hanging out with us tonight. It's always good to see you in chat.
Yeah.
Aaron is a phenomenal Mutants and Masterminds GM. If you're ever at Origins, I would highly recommend stopping by to play in one of his games. Did everybody roll for initiative?
Think so.
Yeah.
All right. We have Overdrive on 43, Bowman on 27, Mortis on 24, Granite on 14, Pyre on 13, Centuria also on 13, Resonant on 8, and Professor Fathom on 6. Good job, Professor Fathom. Overdrive. Over to you.
Okay, hold on a second. Let me sort out what I got going on. Problem with going first, I have to know what I'm doing.
Tracy is over there next to you.
Yes. So look, I'm sorry, but I gotta go deal with this mess.
Yeah,
so
go do the
I
superhero
will-
thing.
Okay. Yes.
But
I'll be
like
back.
the fire guy's right behind us, so maybe just shut up and go do it.
Okay. So I will if he's like not looking, I don't know, or maybe like a would deceiving him be a standard action?
No, I would let you do it as a free action.
Okay. So oh my god, look over there, it's the Freedom League. And that deception's a whopping 11, so that's probably not very good. Maybe he's not slick. So then I will try and disappear from sight, because that's how I roll. Oh, you son of a
Overdrive rolled an 11 on his deception check. I rolled a 12 on my will check.
That's just wrong. So I will run at normal speed.
You say look
Get out
over
of
there,
sight.
and he like looks directly at you.
Oh, get his attention. Right next.
Actually, he looks right past you, Overdrive, and he sees Fletch Beaumont over there, and he's like, I know who I'm robbing.
So
No.
I will like run out the door at normal speed, and then kick it into overdrive TM.
I'm taking your hero point away.
Catchphrase.
Put on my costume, come zipping back in, and I think I wanna. Would that be suffocate or just a nullify effect? If I want to use my speed to go round and round and put Mr. Fireboy out, what would you call that? I would call that spending a hero point either way, but
I would call that a power stunt, so you don't necessarily have to spend a hero point if you don't want to, but you could go
well,
fatigued
it's
if
a
you
little
want.
early to get fatigued. and I had an extra one, so what the hey.
Yeah, I would say that you could stunt your speed to make a suffocate affliction.
Okay. I mean, I'm not trying to kill him. I'm just trying to put the fire out.
Yeah, nothing's
yeah.
nothing's lethal unless you specify you want
Okay,
it to be
cool,
lethal in
cool,
Eminem.
That's true.
Wonder Woman blew all those guys up in Justice League, right?
Oh, stop. Murder, the murderverse. Why must it be murder all the time?
The hat survives.
I thought Marvel was the darker universe. What's going on in the movies? I don't even know. Okay, so a speed check then?
Yes.
A 29.
A 29. That's a good check.
Someone's had his sugar today.
Yeah, for real.
Sorry, I'm fixing Kevin's face. He was out of frame.
Somebody
Sorry,
ate his
my leg.
Wheaties. It wasn't Wheaties, it was Frosted Flakes.
With extra sugar.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so a 29 will definitely hit Pyre. And what's your speed?
15.
15.
Wait. Is that right? Hold on a second. I've played so many speedsters, I'm starting to get overlap. Yes, it is 15.
Okay, perfect. So that'll be a fortitude save for him. It'll be a DC 15 because you got a plus 15 to hit with your speed. And your power level 10. 10 plus 5 for effect rank.
Okay.
Should that make it DC 25?
Yeah.
So it can't be 15 ranks to hit and 15 ranks
Right.
of damage. That'd be
Okay.
that'd be 30. So that'd be power level
Yeah.
15.
I'm okay with that.
I know you're okay with that.
Ah.
If you want to shed some of your to hit to add more ranks to your
Well-
damage, we could do that.
Would that use my unarmed to hit then, and use the effect ranks to determine or would that still have to be? So it would still have to be like a +5 to hit if it's plus 15 ranks. Is that what
Correct.
You're saying?
Yep.
Okay, so maybe just do a +5 to hit. Would that balance it out?
Yeah, that's fine. If you want to do it that way, or if you want to do 10 and 10, or if you want to do 8 and 12, however you want to.
I kind of like the idea of giving him maximum snuff potential. And I'm going to spend a hero point because that's a 1.
Oh my god.
God.
Oof.
Press him.
Give me all them hero points.
I
One
know.
plus one plus one plus
First
two plus
round.
one.
Well, thank God that's actually a 21 to hit
21 to hit Pyre's
because it's a
parry.
reroll.
That will hit Pyre's parry. So I'm looking at a DC
Yeah.
25 fortitude save.
Yeah.
Oof.
You son of a...
He rolls a 25 on his fortitude save.
I call bullshit.
It's real. It happened.
Curse you. Roll 20. I spent 2 hero points on that. Ugh.
So you come zipping in. Go ahead and describe what it looks like as you try to pull the air
right.
away from his fire.
So Overdrive comes in and there's this little tornado thing as he's trying to draw the air out. And then he zips over here kind of away from everybody and goes, "That was a warning, Pyre. Don't make me have to get nasty."
Who are you, kid? What happened to Johnny Rocket?
Hey, I'm Overdrive. I'm the new thing. I got an action figure ready.
Oh my god.
Where?
Centuria, where are you? She got my action figure.
I'm gonna get that action figure.
No.
Oh no.
See, my trick worked.
Wait.
Now he's gonna do something really dumb, and Centuria's gonna put him in the next week. Yeah.
Good job. Overdrive, are you hanging that close to Pyre, or do you want to run somewhere else in the museum?
I'd rather be close to him so that he's not firing indiscriminately to get at me necessarily. So yes.
Awesome. All right. Bowman!
Yeah.
Or should I say Fletcher Beaumont?
The third.
The third. Apologies.
That's a very important piece you're forgetting there.
Is Pyre still looking at me?
He sure is.
robbingly?
You say robbingly
Groovy.
or throbbingly?
I said robbingly.
Okay, good.
Whoa, I didn't think it was that kind of stream.
Oh.
This Twitch stuff is getting steamy.
Getting ready.
Freedom City After Dark.
I was just checking.
No. Okie doke. How is Sophie looking right now? Is she like freaked out? Is she okay if I leave her for 2 seconds?
She
Or
looks
is she, like,
annoyed, is how she looks.
God, she's gonna be super pissed if I bail on her.
Mhm.
Yeah, she's kind of looking at you. She's got her clutch pulled tight, and she's like, "You should probably get out of here."
Yeah, I agree.
Do you think that fire guy's gonna rob us? Do you have a throw some money at him?
He's gonna catch on fire.
Can I actually yes? Can I throw something valuable at him to cause a distraction and then attempt to stealth my way out of there?
Here comes the money roll.
Yeah, I should have added money as a stat.
Did you build the money array yet? We talked about that last week.
We did. Can I apply my benefit wealth to this?
Yeah. You can make either a deception or a stealth check. I'll give you a +2 circumstance bonus to it.
Probably gonna be some stealth rating. Yeah, some stealth. So, Fletch will take off, I guess, like a watch or something, and say, "All right, fine. You want something? Here. That's the only one I have on me. And let's attempt some stealth."
I'm Bowman.
Oh, actually, I should ask if I can take Sophie along if I'm moving stealthily, or if that's going to affect my stealth check at all.
I will say that she can come along with you.
Okay.
You just snuck away without her.
No, I'm
That'd
gonna.
be so mean.
It would be terrible, but I can't bring myself to do it. So, Fletch is going to just throw like a watch at this guy, like at his feet, but like just past him on the other side of Pyre's body. So hopefully Pyre turns a bit and then pull Sophie towards the room to the south, I guess, and tuck it to the corner.
Awesome. Bowman did roll a 30 on his stealth check with a +2 circumstance bonus, makes it a 32. So, and what's funny is my cursor is hovering over the S and turning it into a money symbol on the stealth check. So that's kind of fun. Yeah, you and Sophie are able to sneak sort of southwards, where within your movement range. Bowman, I think it's 60 feet per round, but you're sneaking, so probably 30 feet per round.
Okay, that's just enough to get into the corner here. I'm gonna head there, and I'm going to tell her, "Stay here, stay down. I'm gonna see if I can get out and get some help."
Okay, sounds good.
Okay.
Let's see if it worked on Pyre. It's not his turn, but I'll see. Just roll the... Yep, you are able to sneak away from Pyre as he gobbles up your Rolex.
Yeah, that as normal always has to be the stealthy one. I don't have an iron suit, so yeah, I have to be the stealthy one.
Mortis, round to you.
Yeah. Crap.
Nick is like, you go take care of these guys. I'll go find somewhere safe to hang out. I guess I'll go grab Tracy.
Hey!
He kind of looks Tracy's direction.
That's rude.
I am going to try to subdue the big rock guy. I'm not giving two craps about a secret identity, because I have a rap sheet, and I'm sure TMZ has run profiles on me in the past, so screw it. I'm gonna just fly up and attempt to bind the big rock guy in my chains, my ghostly chains. At least that's the theory.
Perfect.
Let's see what I have. A 24.
24 will hit him. He's going to roll dodge check. Or is it a will save?
Yeah, it's a will to resist.
A will to resist? Oof.
Yep. Because they're chained by guilt.
I roll a 21 and resist.
Wow.
Granted, is just as surprised as you are.
That's what I get for taking it for granted.
Oh. Oh.
So what does it look like, Mortis, as you go to that end of the museum and try to put him on wraps?
So yeah, Mortis moves over, flies up, and reaches back, and as he pulls his hands forward, chains come flying from back behind his black tuxedo, and starts strolling around Granite. And Granite manages to step aside, and I miss, and I'm really surprised by that.
Excellent. So yeah, he kind of laughs at you with this sort of almost sounds like a cement mixer rolling over and over and over again. And he focuses his attention on you, Mortis.
Cool.
Don't mind me. Alright, Granite is next, so Granite is going to barrel forward, knock a couple of these bystanders over, and lay hands upon the ghost man.
Do not want. Do not want.
He's going to try to grab you, as a matter of fact.
That's rude.
And he scores a 22 to hit your parry DC.
Ah, son of a. Yeah, he hits me.
I will need a strength check versus DC 23.
Yeah, this is gonna go so well.
Ow.
It fits. I'm not even gonna argue with the 2 that I rolled.
Fair. Okay, so he grabs a hold of you. You are immobilized and defenseless. As Granite puts his big stone hands around you and just holds on.
I go before you go again, so I'll be fine.
Centuria.
Okay. So I obviously just saw what happened to Mortis, right?
Yes.
Okay. Well, obviously I don't care about secret identities because everybody already knows who I am. So I'm going to try to punch the rock
Good choice.
really hard,
Really hard.
like super duper hard. All right.
In your Anastasia dress?
In my Anastasia dress, looking bomb. Let's do. I'm gonna try heavy blow just to see how it goes.
And the
Oh
artist.
god. I got a nat 1, so I'm gonna use a hero point, and I'm gonna try again. 16.
And that is in fact a 16 because you
Yep.
rolled a 12. Let me see if a 16 will hit Granite.
This isn't going well, y'all.
16 does hit Granite.
Yes.
It just hits
DC
him.
31.
He gets a 30 on his toughness save, so he will take a bruise.
Hey.
What happens, Centuria?
So she just flies over super fast and just like punches him, but she sort of like grazes him, so it just like chips a little pebble off of his arm.
Professor, get her away from me. I got plans for Ghost Boy.
No. Let's not do that.
And Pyre will notice that there is an advantageous situation over there.
Oh, Lord.
And he's going to fly over this part of the room, and he is just going to light Mortis on fire while he's stuck over there.
Jesus.
I got partial cover from. Right? Because of Granite's big arm.
You're
hands?
immobilized and defenseless, so as long as I don't roll a 1, I hit you. And he knows that this is a good situation, so he'll use 2 points of power attack.
Rudeness.
So I didn't roll 1, so
That's what you get.
that's going to be a critical hit on Mortis for a DC 32 toughness save.
Almost a 1.
Yeah, can we get some white out of the stand?
26.
That's only a bruise and a daze, so that's not so bad. Yeah, you're sort of struggling, Mortis, in the grip of Granite. Centuria's pounding on Granite, breaking stone off.
That actually should have been 28, as I
Oh, cool.
never took the bruises off my last one.
Well, then you just got a bruise.
Hey.
Yay!
Yeah, so
Sorry.
Centuria's pounding on Granite, and Granite sort of aims you towards Pyre, who zips over and just immolates you with
I don't like
fire.
the sound of that immolation. So.
How much do I know about these guys?
You can roll an expertise magic check if you'd like.
30.
Oh, okay. What you know about the Factor 4? The Factor 4 are treasure hunters who gained elemental powers from cursed gems. The members of Factor 4 are Professor Fathom, Granite, and Pyre. There's also a fourth member, Sylph, who seems to be absent. They're mercenaries and thieves. And while their powers have magical origins, the Factor 4 have mostly battled the Atom family. They had few confrontations with Adrian Eldridge, if any.
Do I know? Obviously, the water guy can be wet, and and the rock guys,
What?
well, rock. But do I know anything like specifics about their powers or abilities? Like, basically, I'm asking this is, do I know if the air character could actually be invisible, or is she always visible? Does she always cause a air distortion, or can she render herself invisible?
You do know that she is able to render herself completely invisible and substantial.
Okay.
You know that Professor Fathom can be frozen or evaporated. But Professor Fathom is the only one who really has an elemental weakness, so to speak.
Cool. Okay.
So, good job, Pyre. Good job, Mortis. Resonant.
Okay. I think with Resonant where she's at and the fact that, secret identities are still secret at this point, I believe what she wants to do is she wants to pull on the power of her diamond and create an illusion which she can then kind of disappear into to kind of get away from the situation so she can do a quick change.
Beautiful.
So
let's find a phone booth.
Yeah. So basically, I think the illusion will basically be people running for the exits now that Professor Fathom has, kind of walked his way over. And so this is a power level 10 illusion. So it's 1,000 cubic feet of people like leaving the building. So it's probably more than just that. But that's the thing, is basically to cause enough panic that Resonant can kind of slip away.
Beautiful.
So, mirrored edge. We'll go ahead and roll that. There's no real check for that, I don't think, right?
Right.
Or is that?
Anybody examining it will have to roll an insight or a will
Right.
save to overcome the DC 20.
Yep. And then basically she's going to work her way kind of over here to section 3 and kind of pop back into a corner and then do a quick change.
Awesome. Good job, Resonant. So you go in there. What does it look like as you create this illusion and then do your quick change?
So the illusion is basically a lot of people cowering, a lot of people beginning to like run for the exits in all kind of directions. It's enough to that basically it would cover her moving out. So like she would be in the crowd as it runs away. And there's still like enough of the crowd left there that it looks like there's enough people that are cowering and basically like, no, I'm gonna give up my stuff. Please don't hurt me. That kind of stuff. And then she'll kind of when she gets back into a space where there's really nobody looking, she can basically do a quick little spell with her fingers, and the costume will replace her formal wear for the evening.
Awesome. Ooh, you're lucky.
I am very lucky.
You're very lucky. Nobody notices you changing into your costume.
Whew. Thank gosh for illusion powers.
Perfect. So good job, Resonant. After that's Professor Fathom. Just going to say, we don't have time to play with these hero types. Get the goods and get out of here. And he is going to build a shapeable area effect to try and drown Centuria and Mortis.
Ooh.
Rude.
So, Mortis, you're defenseless, so I just need you to roll a Fortitude save, DC 21. Centuria, you are able to move, so I need a dodge save first versus DC 21, and then a fortitude DC 21. Or DC, whatever.
21.
So yeah, you fail the first dodge save, Centuria, and 18 means that you're going to be dazed as water starts to flood your lungs. Mortis, if you want to take that or spend a hero, I would spend a hero point because you'll be incapacitated.
Centuria, do you have immunity to life support? Check your power.
Yes, I do.
Haha, no drowning for you.
No drowning for Centuria.
Ooh, thank you for everyone that knows my character sheet better than me.
Mortis got a
deserve.
17.
But since you spend a hero point, that's a 27.
Oh, it is.
So you're good. The water sort of floods in, and both of you seem to be okay. So Professor Fathom is going to go fatigued because he's not happy with that. Somebody needs to get hurt. Damn it. And he's going to chuck a water blast at the immobilized and defenseless Mortis. For a DC 31 toughness save on Mortis's behalf.
Oof.
That would be a stagger if you want to keep that.
Can I do better? I can do better. Right?
Yeah, you got +8.
Yeah, I gotta do better. It's the first round of combat. The news is watching me. I'm a Freedom League member.
I'm a Freedom League member, goddammit. You can't treat me like this.
Gotta represent.
God damn it.
That's a 30, though. So it's... Oh, no, it's an 11 on the dice.
Yeah, it is.
Can I interpose?
You can. As long as you have the
I'm
interpose
gonna-
advantage. Or if you want to
I
spend a hero
do
point.
have the interpose advantage.
Awesome. Then you need to give me a toughness save, DC 31.
Okay. This has been the great. 32!
Ha ha!
Thank you,
Take that.
Centuria.
Yeah.
Take that! Bam!
I'm irritated.
Hey, I burned like how many hero points that round?
That's fair. That was a very expensive round for Mortis.
I was like, do I have interpose? And it took me like 10 years to find if I had interpose. Worked out.
Yeah, Jace Kestrel, you're here just in time to
Ha ha!
deal with the factor
Interpose.
4.
He loves interpose. Let me tell you.
He does. Over Dave. Over to you.
Over to me. Look at this big rocky jerk face over here, making trouble for my teammates. Whew. Hey, tough guy. I bet you don't dodge so hot. I'm gonna reach out and touch someone. For those of you old enough to get that joke. Does 15 overcome his dodge?
His dodge
I'm
or his
sorry,
parry?
Parry, sorry.
15 does not overcome his parry.
That's rude. Well then. I better fatigue and do that again. Ha ha! I bet a 24 does, doesn't it?
24 sure does.
Well then, guess what you get? You get unsympathetic vibrations! I need a dodge save of DC 23. Good luck to you, sir.
Oof.
I
16.
in such good spirits today.
know.
16 versus DC 23 is the second degree, so he is disabled.
Disabled and defenseless. Hit him now, Centuria! And then
And,
I will not end my turn right next to him, because that seems like a really bad idea.
Yeah, Overdrive, as you run over and feed him the unsympathetic vibrations, you do feel some more of that black ichor extend
crap, I
from
forgot about
you
that.
and into Granite.
Oh, I forgot about my soul eating power. Oh crap.
And Granite is vibrating uncontrollably, and you can hear the rocks shaking in him. And Mortis is also being shaken like he is sitting on top of a dryer.
Sorry about that, fellas.
Fine.
Mortis prefers himself stirred, not shaken.
Fine. It's fine. It's all fine.
All fine.
I'm fine. How are you? Good job, Overdrive. Bowman.
Okay. Is there a window in this room?
There can be for a hero point.
Oh,
Oof.
I mean, it's either that or I go out the front door where people can see me.
It's been a while since I've heard that phrase.
All right, hero point. There's a window.
Oh, actually, I
Hero
do have
point,
another
there's
quick
a
question.
chandelier.
There's a stairwell over here though.
Yeah, but I have to get outside. The motorcycle's going to park outside, which is another thing I had to ask is what kind of action would it be to summon the bow cycle?
I'll say that you probably started that last round when you ran into this room. There's probably a button on your watch or something that can call the bow cycle to you.
That's what he did when he took it off. He pressed the button on the side of it. Okay, so all I really have to do is just get out then. So yeah. If I go back out, I'll need to do another stealth check, and then that's going to take the risk of me failing, I assume.
I mean, they do look pretty distracted over there.
Yeah, I'll try to go out through the front, so Sophie doesn't see me go through a window. That's probably the better play here. Is there anything stopping me from going out that way other than them, but they seem distracted?
Yeah, that's pretty much the only thing that's in between you and the exit is the factor 3.
Okay, time for some sneaky sneaking. I do have a movement of 60 feet, so I'm just gonna be like, whoop, 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 and run out. And then
Rush
I
Beaumont
might
the third is now Dr. Zoidberg.
So yeah, he's gonna head out and head to probably need another action to get to wherever the bow cycle is going to arrive, and then get to the hidden compartment within. And I don't know how long it'll take him to change his suit because he's gonna have quick change.
I'll say that taking this round, you'll probably be able to get dressed and equipped so you can join the fight next round.
Okay.
So
So yeah, he's just out there. The motorcycle has arrived. There's like a little part of it that opens up somewhere in the middle, and he just like, of course, he will dramatically lift out the mask and hold it up to the moonlight or whatever before the camera switches back inside to the main battle.
excellent.
You have failed this museum.
A lot of people failing places these days.
All right, Mortis, you're on the spin cycle.
So I'm going to go insubstantial.
Yeah, I figured you might try that.
I am now a ghost. I become a ghost. I am no longer grabbed by Rock Boy.
You are not. You are no longer immobilized or defenseless.
I'm going to fly into Rock Boy and up near the back of his head and try to scare the living hell out of him. Basically, I want to use my spooky haunted effect powers, the special effects powers I have, and then do an intimidation check against him because I can do that while insubstantial.
Beautiful. Yeah, go ahead and give me an intimidation check, and I'll give you a +2 for spooky haunting.
And with that, I am going to whisper in his ear, "What did he do to you? You're shaking apart. You're going to turn you to dust." 26.
Oof, that becomes a 28. That's a natural 20 on the intimidation check for poor Granite.
Oh my god.
Thank you, dice.
So he rolls the better of his intimidation, insight, or will. So it's going to be an intimidation check for him. He is demoralized. He is specifically 2 degrees demoralized, so he will receive a -2 to all of his rolls this round as he's shaking and defenseless and also disabled, isn't he? So it's actually a -7 total. So never mind. Let me redo some math real quick. He should have a 16. So he's 3 degrees of demoralized, so he is going to be... I guess you can't be double disabled, right?
No.
So he'll get the -2 from the demoralized and the -5 from disabled for a -7 total. So now is a good time to punch the crap out of Granite.
Thing I'm
Yes.
coming up.
So what happens, Mortis?
Yeah, I basically just whispering in his ear that he's falling apart, that he's done something to you, you're just turning to dust. Basically being an evil Jiminy Cricket in the back of his head, because I'm actually still floating inside of him as a ghost.
Get out of my head! right. Perfect. Granite's having a bad day, okay? He's gonna roll a dodge save to try and get away from his unsympathetic vibrations, but he's got a -7 to this roll.
That's too bad.
He needs a DC 23. I can't get a
Yeah.
23 with a -7.
I know.
So he gets a 4. So he is still disabled, defenseless.
If only I'd
and-
had the points to make that progressive.
And he is still demoralized because of the -7 to his rolls right now. So Granite spends the whole round basically trying to shake out of what's going on with him.
Literally shake out of.
Yeah. Centuria.
Finish him.
Yeah, I'm trying to hit him with my heavy blow.
Don't roll a 1.
Didn't roll a 1.
I feel like Will Smith right now. Smoking the cigarette, looking real sad off to the side. So, because of it's a finishing blow, it's going to be a DC 36 attack from Centuria, with Granite's -7 to his toughness.
Oof.
Well, with the -7, I got a 19. 36 and 19, that's still...
17.
That's 4 degrees. How do you take him out, Centuria?
I just keep punching him, and then he just sort of like pieces just keep falling off of him until he's like a pile of rubble.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's teamwork.
Yeah.
As he rains down around, I'm just still floating in there in the middle of where he was.
And then, can I take a move action, Alex? Or
Yeah,
is
you
that
sure can.
it?
No, you sure can.
Do I see Tracy?
You do see Tracy.
Is there any way I can like fly over to the side of the room and like take her with me?
Yeah, oh yeah.
Okay, so I'm gonna fly because I can fly like super duper far, right?
I'm getting nervous here.
Fast. No. I'm gonna fly over and grab her and take her over to like over here where there's no bad people.
She's over there with Sophie now.
Yeah, I'm gonna grab Sophie too, actually, and Nick. Gonna grab all the significant others and take them over to a safe area.
Everybody gets wrapped up in Centuria's safe arms. And taken to the safety zone.
And then she'll fly back out here.
Awesome. Centuria, you do notice as Granite hits the ground, he does erupt into fire and brimstone, and his unconscious form disappears.
Ew.
Is that normal for him?
That is not normal for him.
I'll yell at people to clear the area if they haven't already.
Yeah, people are panicking. They're running. Pyre sort of looks in complete disbelief and looks back to Centuria, looks over to Mortis, and he is going to attempt to immolate both of you with a multi-attack flame blast. So he'll get a -2 to this roll. He gets a 22. Mortis, you're fine because you're insubstantial. Centuria, he gets a 22 to hit you.
He hits.
Sorry, a 20. He gets a 20 to hit you. But I think that still hits. DC 25 toughness save.
Yes. 25.
Perfect. You're okay. So the fire
Yay.
goes out. It sort of flies through Mortis and slams into the wall on the other side of the museum. The other fire slams into Centuria's ball gown and just sort of bounces off her indestructible skin.
Be careful with that.
And Pyre is like, maybe we should get out of here, boss. I don't know if this is worth it.
Pays a lot of money.
Resonant.
So Resonant's gonna come out from behind from her changing space, basically, kind of trying to usher the people out as she comes out floating. Gonna look at what's left in the room, seeing both Professor Fathom and Pyre, and she's gonna pull on her. Oh, I think her lapis lazuli. That was what I was looking for. It is indeed my lapis lazuli. So, burst action, Resonant is going to actually bestow the rhyme. So, for all of her allies that she can see, which should be everybody, except for Bowman, because he's off screen.
He's in the alley doing vigilante things.
Yep.
My zipper is stuck.
Each of my allies, their attacks now get the cold and ice descriptors to their powers. And that will last for 6 rounds. It does fade once per round. And then she's going to look at Professor Fathom and see that he is, completely liquid. And she's going to say, all right, I've had enough of this. You're going to tell us why you decided tonight of all nights was the night you needed to break into this museum. And you're not going anywhere until we get answers. And she is going to go fatigued to use Glacial Crash on Professor Fathom. Which is a burst area affliction 10. So actually, I might be able to use it both on him and Pyre if I get it in the right location. So, yep.
Yeah, they're within 20 feet of each other.
Yep, put it in the middle there so I don't hit any of my allies. And this will be resisted by dodge. So,
is it selective?
Gotta double check. I believe it. Let's see here. I'm reading through it again. No, this one is not. So actually,
there are some innocent bystanders that are definitely within range of
yes.
Professor Fathom and Pyre.
Let me get it actually above. Let me get it high enough up where I can catch Professor Fathom only then.
Okay. Awesome.
Because I can place it higher and just catch him with the very edge of it. All right, so this is dodge.
So DC 20 dodge save. He rolls a 24. And its burst area, so he'll roll another dodge save versus DC 15.
Yep.
I get a 15. Wow.
All right. This is his weakness.
It is, but because he made the initial dodge save, I'm going to say he's not affected by it.
Okay.
He's able to just get out of the way without freezing his body frozen.
Gotcha.
But please go ahead and describe what happens as you ice up your companions and you summon this glacier in the middle of the museum.
Yeah. So all of my allies now see this kind of that kind of ethereal wispiness of like frost, kind of glazing their arms and their feet. Basically, a little bit of like snow or kind of the vapor of like snow evaporating or ice evaporating from off of like a window or something is kind of coalescing off of their hands. And their breath has that wisp of hot air on cold because of this. And then there's just this kind of gem-shaped probably more like a rhomboid or something like that of ice that kind of tries to spear Professor Fathom and get him trapped inside of it.
Perfect. Professor Fathom looks back at Pyre and he's like, can you believe what she just tried to do? She thinks she can tell the Factor 4 who they can rob and when they can rob. Yeah, we need to teach this chick a lesson. And he will slither over to you as a puddle on the ground and pop up to attack you. With water.
Water.
20 to hit
blast.
your dodge DC.
20 to hit my dodge DC. 20 will miss my dodge DC.
Ugh.
Just barely.
You're lucky. So he shoots out this water blast at you flying up in the air, and you're able to gracefully dodge out of the way. And he was already fatigued, so he won't do anything else.
And here I thought you were the smart one. I didn't think you'd fall for something so obvious. She smirks at him.
I'm going to drown you in that fountain.
Wow.
You're a little far away for that now.
Overdrive. Back to you.
All overdrive, is it? All right. I got this handy dandy speedway thing going on. I'm thinking there is a fountain right there. I'm thinking this is a great time to pick up a whole bunch of water and throw it on fire. What do you think?
Do your worst.
Okay. All right, Speed Racer, what do we got here? 15 versus his power is probably not going to do it, is it?
It is not.
I feel like I want to spend my last hero point just to make sure that I do, in fact, get him. So, there it is. All yours. Can't take them home with you, folks. Spend those hero points.
Good advice.
So that, unfortunately, that is better than, so that is a genuine 19 to hit him. So then, I don't use the ranks of the move object. How would you determine?
Well, 19 doesn't
the
his
water versus
19 doesn't his parry anyway. So
rude. That's just rude. So now it's wet for no reason.
Yep.
Now I lost a hero point.
And I would like for
Jared.
you to roll a toughness save, please.
Hold on.
Oh no.
Really?
I sure
After carrying
would.
all that water. After carrying all that water, you're gonna make me carry a toughness save too. All right.
Uphill both ways.
Yeah. In the snow.
No. In the heat, in the fire.
24.
You are just good. So you come zipping up, you gather up all the water from the fountain, you splash it over, and Pyre moves very quickly out of the way, comes over to you, and he sets off basically this after flash of heat and overdrive you just to get away before it scorches you.
We don't gonna end over here, because that's safe.
He's
Come
like,
and get me, tough guy.
what is it with speedsters always wanting to fight the fire guy? I never get to fight anybody cool. It's always these little
'Cause
jerks like
they
Johnny
say-
Rocket.
They say the brightest flame burns quickest, so you're gonna be here for a while.
Oh,
Rude.
Professor Fathom, drown him in the
Hey, that's
fountain.
my line. I get a quarter from everybody who says that.
worth it.
Bowman, you are dressed and you are ready to rejoin the battle.
Okay. I do want to hit the fire guy, so let's move on in.
Tell me you have a fire extinguisher arrow.
Would you believe? I wrote one up, but then I was like, I probably don't need it because I do have my foam arrow that I normally use for immobilizing people. But I was wondering if I could use it to help sort of cover up these flames here.
Yeah, you could try to power stun and doesn't nullify on his fire abilities.
Groovy. It is an area effect though, so it's not damaging. But I don't want to hit the civilians, so I'm kind of trying to figure out if there's if I can hit him with this it's just like a burst area thing, which I can probably hit him with aim it high enough, right?
Yeah, you can aim it up higher. He's flying, so if you aim it up high, it won't spill out on. Well, I mean, the foam will probably fall on the civilians, but it won't be the impact capture foam.
Awesome. So yeah, Bowman's gonna run in, load up a foam arrow, and he's gonna fire it at Pyre. And my arrow is somewhere on my sheet. Good thing I alphabetized those.
So he rolls a dodge save versus DC 18.
Okay.
He gets a 28, so he will roll against half. That'll be a fortitude versus DC 15. So yeah, Bowman, you zip in, you draw out the foam arrow, you shoot it up, it explodes, showering Pyre and foam, but he quickly ignites his heat even higher and it burns away the fire-suppressing chemicals.
Was really hoping that would. Did he roll really well, or is he just really incredible? He did roll pretty well. I'm going to. Yeah, what the heck? I'll spend a hero point to try that again, so I can actually contribute to this battle and not spend the whole time getting changed. Here is a hero point for you.
Give them to me. Give me all of them.
Okay, let's drop another foam dome on this guy.
Foam Dome, dodge save 18. Oh, he failed that time, so he will roll against the full 18 for the fortitude.
No.
But he got a 26 on the fortitude save.
Rolls even better.
Well, okay, I guess that's all I can do with this turn. I don't know if I've got his attention or something.
He looks over at you. He's like, the only thing more insulting than getting punched by the fast guy is getting shot at by the arrow guy.
Yeah, I got more arrows for you.
Yeah, I bet you do. I bet, you could have had a gun. Literally 600 years of technological advancement in the human race, and you settle on compound bow. Yeah, okay.
Wow.
Yeah,
Coming
guns are
at
way
you.
too easy. I like to have something I'm
Fighting
good at,
words.
pal.
Yeah, I had to feed you to the speedster. Mortis.
Yeah, you wouldn't be so tough if you were on fire.
If you weren't on fire.
Yeah, you wouldn't be so
older
tough
than
if you were on
bows.
fire, too.
Why am I bothering with this? And he's just gonna prepare another arrow.
I'm going to set you on fire. Mortis, your turn.
Because apparently it's pick on the fire guy round. I am going to fly over here and attempt to grab him with my ethereal grasp, which is a move object power.
You see, here's a guy with real superpowers. You two should take notes. Fast guy and bow guy.
Is he still talking?
He is not shut up yet.
18 to grab him.
18 will not hit his dodge.
Okay.
So he sort of gracefully pirouettes out of the way, and he's like, I like your powers, but, I'm still Pyre. I'm going to set all of you on fire before this is over. It's my thing. All right.
Okay.
After Mortis, we have a bad guy who goes and does bad guy things, and then that bad guy leaves combat. Centuria.
What? So if I punch Fireman, will it hurt?
Yes.
You have to roll a toughness save.
Okay, I'm gonna punch Waterman then.
Yeah, that's right, punchy girl.
Shut up. Ah! Okay, I rolled a nat 1, so I'm gonna, use a hero point. Not hero point. That's fine. 21?
21 to hit Professor Fathom. 21 will hit Professor Fathom.
Oh, thank God. Okay, 27.
He rolls a 24, so he will take a bruise. What happens,
Actually,
Centuria?
He'll take another degree because she has cold and ice on her fists.
He will take a second degree, so a bruise and a daze.
She just comes over and she just starts, blowing away, and everywhere that her fists touch, hit the water just sort of freezes on him. She's just, hitting away, stop insulting my friends.
Oh.
I didn't say anything. I said I was going to drown Resident. Pyre's the one
Okay.
running his mouth.
Stop threatening my friends. Apologies.
I don't have anything clever to say. Good job, Centuria. Pyre. Yeah.
That's you. That's
Alex
you.
looks so defeated.
What does he even want to do? What is he? There's so many people bothering him right now. He's gonna say, "Okay, heroes, if you guys want to play hero so much," and he's gonna fly over here into the center of this room, and he is going to.
Uh-oh. I don't like where that's pointing.
Go over square. I can do this. I can make this work.
Trying to do a burst out from him.
Yeah, his goal is to get arrow guy and fast guy.
I want to go exhausted for an instant counter.
I don't know if it's possible, or 75 apart. Or 70 apart.
Yeah, I don't know.
Oh,
You're gonna get it, Alex.
he's not gonna get it, but he'll go here. He doesn't have to get bow guy. He can get bow guy on the way out.
That feels more insulting.
It is.
Here's a lesser threat.
But there's also a lot of civilians in there, so
Yes, there are.
I wanna go exhausted to instant counter.
Perfect. Go for it.
Okay, so I basically want to race around with my run on water ability, circle this fountain a couple times, and then slam to a halt and basically douse him with an area attack of water.
Awesome. So you're going to try to use your speed to instant counter him. So go ahead and roll a
Yes.
speed check.
Well, if it's an area effect, would that...
Because you're trying to instant counter an area of effect with an area of effect, I'm just going to have you roll your ranks and his ranks on his area of effect.
Gotcha. That makes perfect sense. All right. I can deal with that, maybe. If I can find which... So many tabs. Okay, here we go. I found it. What's up? Really? A 31?
He rolls a 31.
Crap.
So Pyre explodes with fire before you're able to run fast enough. And he's like, I told you, fast guy, you don't have real powers.
Does that at least put the people out that get flamed?
No. I'm gonna give
Oh.
I'm gonna give Overdrive, Mortis, and Bowman all a hero point over there.
Oh no.
Oh.
As he sets a whole bunch of people on fire. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna give a hero point to all the players because that's a situation for all the heroes to deal with.
Indeed.
So yeah, the fire erupts away from him. It sets a bunch of the innocent bystanders on fire. This poor pug screams and runs the other direction before he gets caught on fire because I'm not a monster.
You are.
And yeah, Mortis and Overdrive, I would like for you both to roll a dodge save, please. DC 23.
Not as much as I would. Is this an area thing?
Yes, so if you have evasion, your evasion ranks will.
Okay, so
go
I have
towards it.
evasion 2, so this will be a +5 on my dodge. So that makes it a 27.
So, Overdrive, you're going to need a toughness save versus DC 21. Mortis, you need a toughness save versus DC.
I got
Oh,
Yeah,
you.
I've got evasion, so I've got 20.
Okay,
So
so
it doesn't matter.
you still fail. So I need a
Yep.
13 and 15 is 28. DC 28 toughness save.
Did you say mine was 21?
Yep,
So I missed it by 5.
that's a bruise.
Ouch.
20.
That'll be a bruise in a daze if you want to take it, Mortis. And Shitty Human Torch, after setting all those folks on fire, is going to say, screw this, Professor, we need to get out of here. We had enough of this crap. And he is going to use some of his move by to come over here next to Bowman. He will spend a hero. He will go fatigue to punch Bowman on the way out.
Oh, come on.
Rude.
And get a critical hit.
Oh my god.
What a bunch of crap. This is ridiculous.
Yeah, screw you, Arrow Guy.
This is rigged. It's rigged.
Toughness save, Bowman, DC 30.
Good thing I have an extra hero point lying around,
Oof.
Ooh.
which probably gonna use. Yeah, let's get that on out there. Toughness. There we go.
So,
I believe that's a daze.
yep, that'll be a bruise in a daze. And then he'll use the rest of his move by to just fly out of the museum and streak off into the night. Resonant.
All right, I have Professor Fathom in front of me. The Resonant's gonna kind of float up and back a little bit and say, well, you're sort of out of allies at the moment there. So, how about you stick around for a little bit longer, and she'll toss an ice javelin.
Nah, I'm cool.
You will be.
Uh,
25.
Oof. 25 will hit.
Mm-hmm.
Professor Fathom.
Roll 01. Roll 01. Roll 01.
He's got a bruise.
ugh, that's the opposite of a 1.
He still takes a bruise.
He does take a bruise, but it could have been way worse.
Could have been way worse.
So I rolled a natural 20
This is a bunch of crap.
because roll 20 is here to
Rigged,
ensure
it's
the
rigged,
heroes
it's
lose the
rigged.
first combat.
Wow.
Seriously.
What happens, Resonant, is you chuck this ice javelin into Professor Fathom.
Oh, she chucks a nice javelin into Professor Fathom, and then, well, I've got the hero points to do it. I'm going to go ahead and spend another one and do it again.
Do it again.
Do it again.
Hit him.
23.
23 hit. He's got 2 bruises.
There it is.
Yay!
Yeah.
So that's I rolled a 12 versus DC 25, so it's a difference of 3 degrees. But because this is his weakness, that'll knock it down to the 4th degree. Professor Fathom is knocked unconscious by Resonant's ice attack.
So the first javelin kind of skewers him and just kind of sticks there and begins crystallizing his water form. The second javelin kind of streaks in and through and just freezes him solid.
Beautiful. And as he freezes solid, you see that he also erupts with fire and brimstone and disappears.
How bizarre.
I was kind of hoping he'd stick around so that we could question him. Crap.
And I have a bigger problem right now.
Yeah, kind of.
All right, good job, Resonant. Overdrive. Over to you.
Even though I'm exhausted, that still shouldn't affect my speed 14 should get me all around the room. So I want to pick up water again with the speed wake and pass it over all the citizens on fire. I believe I have enough movement to get around the room and sort of pass over them with that area effect to make sure that they are put out as quickly as possible.
Yeah, that should definitely work. Nobody is the worse for wear. There's a couple of superficial burns, but Overdrive is able to quickly activate speed mode, and that will drop us out of combat.
And I will collapse against the fountain. That didn't go so high. Didn't go so well. Yeah, I won't use the word hot.
Good job, team. Well done, everyone.
Well
Centuria
done.
runs up to Dave,
Well
like
done.
grabs
Oh,
his
that
hand,
was
like, "Are you
Calvin
okay?"
saying that, not Bowman,
Oh,
obviously.
I'll say.
Dang, Mortis is about to wreck you.
No, I was being sarcastic because I was totally useless that whole fight.
So go ahead, Kat. I think you were doing something.
Centuria just runs up to Dave when he collapses, and grabs onto his hand, like, "Are you okay?"
Again, being Dave. Yeah. Hey, thanks though. And then probably realizing too late. This probably doesn't look good, and I'll start looking around to see where Tracy's at.
She sees the mood change and was like, "Oh shoot," and lets go of his hand and runs back over to Mortis and check on him.
Dave, high or low?
No, don't do this to me. Don't make me choose dice. Well, Dave is being a scoundrel, so I will say low. Ha!
Oh,
Tracy
Wait,
did
go
not
ahead.
see your moment of tenderness with Centuria.
Yeah.
Oh man.
You're lucky.
Just being a dog.
I
Yeah,
have a
lucky.
hero point.
It's over. Ah! Mortis. Hand Mortis.
So it's the
Resin-
guy. So it's the only one in a happy relationship in this
Yeah.
show.
You're gonna
Yes.
wreck my relationship on the rocks.
Resonant would like to investigate where both Professor Fathom and Granite kind of disappeared from. I'd like to make an expertise magic, because if they have erupted in fire and brimstone and neither one of them are fire based, that seems odd to her.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and give me an expertise magic check.
All right, expertise magic coming up as a 29.
29. Beautiful. With a 29, you reveal, as you're sort of looking at the sulfur and brimstone, this sulfurous teleportation effect is more likely connected to infernal or demonic magic than the elemental magic that empowers the factor 4. You can narrow down that list to sort of a half dozen local villains. Brace the Beautiful, who you've tangled with, the Brotherhood of the Yellow Sign, the Crimson Mask, Hades, Hell Queen, and Nightfire.
Sorry.
PG-13
Mortis really doesn't
show?
like one of those characters.
So Resonant's going to kind of do that, and she'll basically, as she's kind of floating over, well, she's flying over, but it's rather slow. She's flying over towards Mortis. She's basically saying, "Okay, if anybody's hurt, please come see me. I'll do what I can to take care of your wounds." And she'll land next to Mortis and say, "Some sort of infernal magic is teleporting the Factor 4 away.
Yeah,
It could be Hades, but you just got back from there. I don't think that's possible."
it's not his style. He's a little bit more, well, flashy.
Well, and there were only 3 of them here. Where's the other one?
Oh, I'm going to put a big guess that the other one was here. We just didn't see them. With that, Mortis is using his ghostly grasp to reach out and grab a piece of granite. Oh, there's nothing left of granite, is there?
There's nothing left to Granite.
Damn it. Um,
Damn it, Granite. Oh wait, that's the wrong
um,
movie.
I think that they were a distraction while the arrow one stole something.
Well, we need to check with Sala and see what's missing. You guys take care of that, and I'll take care of the civilians. And find Sala. Hopefully he wasn't kidnapped in all of this.
Oh, yeah, that's bad. I will start a high-speed search for Sala.
Perfect. As you're doing your high-speed search overdrive, you do find Sala. He is up in this northwest corner of the museum. And
Okay.
you see he is standing in front of a shattered display case with a grim look on his face.
You're about to tell me some bad news, aren't you?
Somebody stole Eldritch's Cloak of Flight.
His cloak of flight.
Yeah,
Uh,
so
Is
it's
that
the
all
artifact that granted him the ability to fly.
Okay. That's, I mean, no offense. I mean, not that I can do it, but that seems a fairly common ability. Why would they need to steal his cloak for that? Was there anything else it did?
Well, his cloak is the most iconic part of his costume.
Okay. You think somebody's going to try and, like, I don't know, Scarlet Spider this whole mess?
No, I think it was taken as a trophy, perhaps.
Okay.
We need to see if anything
Well-
else was taken.
Okay. I'll zip back to the others and give them the lowdown, and then try to catch back up with Sala. See if anything else is missing.
Yep, I'm gonna start looking around too. I'm on my own.
Awesome. I want everybody to give me an investigation check. Who's investigating?
I was gonna ask if
Gotta keep investigating. Oh.
Streetwise could reveal anything about the Factor 4's recent criminal underworld activity, or if that wouldn't apply here.
No, that could apply.
Okay. Then I'll see if there's anything I might know about the recent
18.
changes in them. More so the non-magic stuff, but the normal stuff that they've been up to.
Beautiful.
There. That's terrible. Oh, that's horrible. How many hero points do I have?
1. I know what's happening on Bowman's level up.
Haha.
More arrows.
Yes.
Yes! Freeze
My
arrow, fire extinguisher.
My investigation arrow.
Wow. Nice.
It just pops out a giant magnifying glass.
It's got like a little Sherlock hat on it.
Sleight of hand arrow.
Fires it and it has a drone in the arrowhead that just like scans everything.
Drone arrow.
Don't joke about the drone arrow. I do have one. Or plans for one at least.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I don't know if my check is any helpful. I mean, obviously not helpful at all.
Laura's got a 23.
So Mortis, Overdrive, and Centuria, the 3 of you are able to determine that there is one other thing missing. The 3 of you come down into the southernmost chamber down here, where this other big display case is that has been shattered open. You see Sophie is in here with you. Looks like she's also doing some snooping around. And there is a display case that looks like it once held a gem of some description. There's a picture of that gem.
That resonant consumes something really cool with that gem. Oh, sorry.
but the gem itself is no longer present.
Oh boy.
Is there any history of the gem? Like, is it a crimson ruby of Sadarak, or?
As a matter of fact, it looks like there is a name beside this gem. It says it is a bloodstone of Vaka.
See, I'm thinking of this really bad horror movie now, so this is not good.
Is that Vaka with a V?
It is. Thank you so much for the 100 bits, Jupe. We really, really appreciate that.
Yeah.
Blood gem of Vaka.
I forgot to include the of, but there is a bloodstone of Vaka. I put the spelling in the chat on Twitch. Vhoka.
Bloodstone is one word. Okay. Okie doke. Well, Bowman's been completely useless this entire evening.
Stop.
No, he'll make up for it later. I'm not worried about it. He might be. So, no, yeah, he'll stick around and assist where he can with this investigation.
Awesome. Mortis, you have expertise magic, right? Or expertise, you have expertise occult as well. Will you make an expertise occult check for me?
That's a 26 on my expertise occult check.
You have heard the name Vaka before. The bloodstones of Vaka are 5 rubies, each the size of a walnut. They are arcane batteries that absorb the psychic energy of pain, death, and destruction. Legends claim they formed from the literal blood of the entity Vaka when the Devourer arrived on Earth Prime to consume an arrogant god, spilling only 5 drops of blood in the battle. Because of their ability to transform the suffering of others into raw arcane power, good mages have dispersed the artifacts across the world to keep the full set away from the evil and ambitious.
And they were on display. Why?
Comic books, yo. It makes perfect sense.
Yeah, Vaka is sometimes called the Oathbreaker, the Devourer, and the Eater of Gods.
Yeesh. Someone needs a roll aids.
An ego check. I will make sure the rest of the team knows of that. Is there anything lingering of I guess is there any way I can pick up the energy signature from the brimstone when the factor 4, the couple of them teleported out?
Yeah, you can give me a you have a senses magic power?
I do, but it's not really for this. It's more for sensing like souls and stuff like that. But
That is Jace Kestrel's favorite question. Do I sense anything?
You can power stunt your soul magic to try and take a look.
yeah, because I've got soul sight, which is detect spirits and spirit souls and stuff like that. So, basically, I'm trying to get a read off the energy signature to see if I can figure out who they factor 4 may have made a deal with, because I got a feeling they made a deal with someone. But yeah, if I can spend a hero point to do that, I will be down for that.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead and spend a hero point.
It's like an extra one when you let all the civilians on fire.
Pyre's gonna be in so much trouble when you all run into him again.
You don't understand how much I want to harvest his soul.
It's a little spicy if you stick him in the vault, though.
I got roll aids for that.
Well, thank you so much for the follow, AvRaven77. That does give you a hero point if you want to give it to a hero of your choice.
So I need to make do you want like a perception or investigation or what would
Yeah,
be
go ahead and give
appropriate?
me a perception check.
I got an 8, so no.
So you kind of reach out, focusing on the soul energy of this area, but the sort of screeching infernal magic in the area, you notice there's a lot of fierce pent up infernal magic that sort of seems to be colored with some kind of hate filled soul.
Do I get any kind of bonuses for the fact that it might be someone that's on my nemesis list?
You know what? I will give you a +2, which will kick you up to a 10. You are able to find out that you're not sure where the teleportation magic went, but you are pretty sure Nightfire is the one responsible for it.
Yeah. I don't like him at all. So I will look for Resident and the rest of the team.
Resident's basically patching up injured civilians. Any of the ones that got burned, she's basically sitting there using her healing magic to, basically put them back together and make sure that there's nothing else that's wrong with them.
Excellent.
So I got a beat on who is behind this.
Yeah.
Does the name Nightfire ring a bell with you?
No.
He used to go by the name White Knight, I believe, maybe.
Oh no.
That's correct.
Oh yes.
Is that WIGHT?
In a pointy white hat. Yeah.
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 Wretched third edition made him even more powerful.
We're going to borrow our F-bomb for the night and say, fuck this guy.
Pretty much. Well, at some point he made some sort of infernal bargain and he went from being that asshole to being that demonic asshole.
Great.
So, he's still one of the Bloodstones.
Oh, great. That's going to go well.
Wait, one of?
Well, there's a set of 5 of them that I'm aware of.
Wait, 5? And there's 5 locations? Oh,
Never
no.
mind.
The whistle.
Fourth wall break?
4 walls.
I think a fourth wall break inside a fourth wall. It's like 16 walls.
Turn to the audience. You didn't see anything.
So if there's 5 of these things, I'm guessing he'll get more and more powerful the more of them he has.
Yeah.
What's the worst we can expect?
Well, the last guy who they're named after a guy who's referred to himself as the Devourer or the God Killer. So, and these are supposedly drops of his blood. So, yeah.
That doesn't sound very good.
Okay, so very bad.
What
What can he do with just one of them?
Well, he's already god awful demonic deity of hate.
And please tell me having one is going to lead into the others, because that's going to be real bad.
I would suspect, given what I know of magic, that having one would make it easier to find the others.
Usually, yeah.
So we got to get to the others before him.
So yeah, or whoever he's got working for him. The
Right.
factor. This wasn't a simple smash and grab for the Factor 4. They were after something. So,
We didn't see Sylph, just the other 3. So if she's the one that did the smash and grab, then she's already long gone to wherever White Knight is. Resident's gonna go kind of looking for Sala. She's gonna get up from patching up or get this little powwow. She's gonna look for Sala.
Excellent. Sala is coming over to where you all are, actually, as a matter of fact. And he will sorry, looking at something real quick. He says they stole the Bloodstone.
That's what Mortis tells us.
and we're pretty sure they're going after the other ones.
You have a way to track them?
Or can you point in this right direction? I get the impression the other one's not going to be here in Freedom City. God, I hope it's not here in Freedom City.
Well, as a matter of fact, there is another one here in Freedom City.
Then we're gonna have to move quick.
Adrian recovered 2 of these bloodstones alongside 7 a couple of years ago, or a couple of years before his disappearance. The other one is on loan to Freedom City University to be examined.
Why? Sorry.
It was something that was decided upon in Eldritch's will. I was hoping that they would be secure in both of these places. Somebody should call the museum or the university.
Well, we need to get there as soon as possible if we're gonna stop Sylph and Pyre from picking up the other from the other one and maybe learning the location of the other 3. You don't happen to know where the other 3 are, do you?
I do not. Adrian only had 2 of them. But
Okay.
if you're able to find whoever the Factor 4 are working for, they may have a lead on where they might be.
Well, I have a lead on who who they're working for. So, but finding him is going to be a little tricky.
Is it? Isn't he a big, fiery, hate-filled demon? Like, how many of those can there be around? Okay, don't answer that. I don't want to know.
Well, we've got to get to the university if we're gonna stop them. So let's get going, right?
Let's move.
I don't suppose it's been an hour.
It has not been an hour.
Joking. All right. Hang on, everybody. I can get us there real fast. I will fire up the speed wake and drag everybody along for the ride, unless they have a faster means of getting there.
I think you move faster than all of us.
Yeah, my bow cycle's pretty sweet, but
I can pick your bow cycle up too and carry that along with us.
I would actually appreciate that.
No worries.
Awesome.
Overdrive Express.
So as the Overdrive Express leaves the station, we will go ahead and take our quick 5-minute break as we head over to Freedom City University and try to continue tracking down the Bloodstones of Vaca.
Back to school, yo.
It's gonna be great. Thank you everybody who's been hanging out with us tonight. We really, really appreciate it. Thank you AvRaven77 for following. Thank you Jupe for the 100 bits. We definitely appreciate that. We're gonna just step away for a couple of minutes. Go ahead and grab a snack, grab some water, stretch your legs if you have to. We do have some ads on our carousel, so if you are hanging out, we'll be back in just a few minutes. Thank you and see you in a sec.